There we go. We are back and unmuted properly for Avatar Episode 4, Part 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
I am
planning a
checking that
war?
unmuted properly
I
right
made
now.
I triple checked it. It's good on my end.
So we're planning for an attack by the Fire Nations, I think. What we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And nothing could possibly go wrong with that.
Yeah. I would like to roll to make it worse.
Okay.
I think
Well,
that's going to happen enough when it happens.
You've already added a spy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I want to make it worse, or I want to definitely lose the assault.
No.
By
You should.
my determination that everyone should chill out is really what's driving this action. But anyway, I would like to assess the situation because I am specifically looking to trigger my move that always triggers when I assess a situation that lets me know how can I bring about peace. I just want everyone to kind of chill out
Just
about
gonna
this
walk the
invasion.
town.
Oh no, when we're doing the battle plans as part of the battle plan.
Okay.
How do
So, like, this group is supposed to be.
I think you're there. Yeah, I think you're definitely there. Like Min makes a point of because you've proven yourself as like capable people, you did root out a problem.
Yep.
And from politically, what you've been seeing is Min has been inserting herself a bit more and bringing in people that she trusts to do things. So there was an undercurrent of resistance in Duo Fei before. Those people are now getting agency within town.
Yeah. They have to be. They don't have to hide.
Yeah.
Can we address the Aeon in the room?
Yeah. Do you
No.
tell? Okay, you don't tell
No.
us.
change?
Dama just brings Aeon and doesn't say anything.
Yeah, but real mean side eye anytime Aeon opens his traitorous mouth.
Perfect.
Okay. But yeah,
Sorry.
sorry, just to set the scene a little bit. I think you all, Min, a couple of people that may or may not have names, and the captain of the guard, as well as sorry, I'm blanking on the name. Chiang, your companion's father.
Yep. The former Earth King, who is now the Earth Governor.
Yeah, so you're all sort of standing around this table, which has a map of the immediate area on it. Now, Duo Fei is situated on the seaside cliff, just to the east of the mouth of a river. And that's why it was so important to the Fire Nation, because with control of Duo Fei comes control of that river.
Does Min's waterbender friend ever show up, or no? Is he like on a mission?
I think he's delivering messages. I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he'd be back this quickly.
Okay. Darn.
Especially not with incoming attacks. He's not. He didn't feel like I'm here for the war character. More
No,
like
but he could be like.
Here's the message.
City.
We're not besieged yet.
Well, for
I
please go.
I just want to make sure we have the best battle plan possible. Is that a role I can do, or is that just?
I mean, it'll need something a bit more specific of a plan than that, I think.
Yeah. Assessing the situation. The problem is, it would be weird for all of us to assess the situation. But I really want to trigger my move.
Also, Dama is technically our strategist, even if it comes from Paisho.
Yeah.
My strategy is in fact applicable to everything.
Yes, you're right. None of us know why you're right, but you're right.
I don't know why I'm right. The spirits have mandated.
Spirits have mandated that Paisho is the thing that binds. It's the force. It binds all things together.
Yeah, it is the logic by which the universe operates.
I like to imagine we have the map out and all the little pieces, and then Dama goes, Get me a pie show board.
Yeah.
No, I think what we're gonna do, because if I can step up as group strategist,
Mm.
is assess the situation first, right?
Okay.
And as I assess the situation, I understand they will have little stone tablets to mark everything. I will be removing those as I speak and placing Paisho tiles on their fancy battle map and moving them like Paisho moves, just for dramatic effect, to remind everyone that I am a Paisho master.
So we have set up a D&D battle map, and you put
Yes.
your checker pieces on them
Yep.
Yes.
and go 1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
King
And I'm
me.
playing by in this analogy, I am still playing by checkers rules instead
In
of
the D&D battle map, yes.
I jump over you, you die. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's Mario.
That's how it works. Mixed success.
All right, 7. One question.
2 questions.
Well,
'Cause
yes,
you're-
one question plus your free question.
Yes. My one question that is important. What is in the greatest danger of getting taken out by the Fire Nation?
Okay, what's their main target? Or what's their vulnerability?
Either A or B. I'm just wondering what is in greatest danger of getting taken out by the Fire Nation, whether that be to our weakness or Fire Nation special interests.
Here's their primary target.
Given the resources that you have versus the resources the Fire Nation has, you feel that the weakest point is going to be them bringing ships.
Ships?
So yeah,
We need
they're
heavy weapons.
they're going to have control of the water if you don't do something to prevent that.
Okay. And my second question, it's the most functional question. How can I bring about peace here? But this is understanding that the invasion will be attempting to occur. And my definition of peace is minimum deaths total, including Fire Nation.
Okay, so peace is more least attrition.
I'm just admitting that it can't be 0, but if it can be 0, that would be good.
Hmm. Trying to think of what you would know. All right, so yeah, you come to the conclusion that it was kind of strange that the people that were, monitoring the prison were the ones that came after you. If it was the Fire Nation that had this goal, like if these orders came down, recapture these prisoners, take Duofei back, this kind of thing, it wouldn't have been Hanto coming after you. There would have been
Rough
The
Riders.
local general
Yeah.
would have gotten a message bird.
right. So you make the assumption that the actual Fire Nation, like chain of command, is unaware of this situation and will continue to remain unaware of the situation.
That's something.
And that may be used to your advantage.
You should use it very carefully because we don't want them to know either.
Right. But the fact that this has spiraled out of control by what may be considered now a rogue faction of the Fire Nation can be used against the people attacking you.
So theoretically, if one was to send a swallow hawk, like what are the Fire
There's
Nation hawks?
Hawks.
Yeah.
Not hawks. Nothing except the bear is a bear. It's 2 things.
People say that, but
Yeah, the Fire Nation uses
Messenger Hawk.
messenger hawks.
Oh, they're just called
Yep.
messenger hawks. One
yeah,
part
half messenger and half hawk.
1 part hawk.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're hawks. They also have little wings on their feet like Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, hypothetically, if one were to send a messenger hawk to, I don't know, hypothetically a Fire Nation admiral? Yeah, that's a boat guy. I know this. to a Fire Nation admiral who would be the naval reinforcement for the prison camp. Was something to the effect of Hanto has left his post.
Don't listen to him if he
or-
gives you orders, say to go here to do Ofe.
Yeah, or even just to this admiral, instead of actual orders, just a subpoena notice that he is to deliver to Hanto to get the point across.
So you are side-eyeing me for communicating with the Fire Nation while that is your entire plan.
I'm looking for a job.
The difference was you were going like, "Hey, how can I let them in?" And he's going, how can I divert them?"
Like so many other
That's-
things, it's not the words you use, it's the intent behind them.
I think if you bring up that idea, I will follow up on it. And Quiwa says, I can probably find ways to contact several of my friends who now live in the Fire Nation as, noble spouses.
The
They
Real
can
Housewives of the Fire
Yeah,
Nation.
the real housewives of the Fire Nation. I can contact them, give them the juicy deets about Hanto. Everyone knows they're all fans of his, and so it would be
The
a
Admiral's
scandal. It would be
You
a
know the
scandal amongst
Admiral-
the celebrity gossip of the Fire Nation if they learned that rising superstar Hanto had gone rogue. I mean, some
You know
people
the
would love him even
Admiral's-
more,
yeah.
but
Now I'm
the
just
admiral's wife's stylist other client.
Now I have this picture in my head of Azula, but she grew up in New Jersey and she's got a lot more attitude.
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god, Azula with a Jersey accent instead. That is terrifying.
This is that's the beauty that the original Yu-Gi-Oh brought us with Joey's Brooklyn
Joey Wheeler.
accent.
Yep.
They need to continue that tradition and throw random tri-state area thick accents into anime at any given opportunity.
Yep.
Okay. So we learn that they'll have the water, which is a big asset for them if we don't do anything about it. And then he's probably gone rogue as the second piece of information.
Yeah, basically, your assumption is that he's trying to cover up his mistakes, right? They don't want anyone to know that you guys got out, so they're doing this themselves off the books.
Mm.
Well, this is a pretty big thing to keep off the books.
Well, I mean, they have a fair amount of autonomy, being the people that keep prisoners in the colonies.
You're right.
Yeah.
Can I try and tackle the water issue?
I have an idea for that too,
Well,
but it
we
is
could make my thought was to make the two ideas the same idea. Use use the water people, the Navy Admiral, to address the Hanto issue. Therefore, the boats don't show up because the guy that would be commanding the boats is dealing with the other thing.
You drown him in paperwork.
Well, you have the Admiral do the dirty work, so there's no one to send boats from.
Have the Admiral go arrest Hanto, essentially.
Yeah, that was
Or
my
at least
thought,
like
is that-
send him to a spot where Hanto would have to go across, and then he could be like, "Why are these boats here?" You know, that kind of thing.
it may not stop the boats, but it may at least redirect the boats enough that we don't have to worry about a land assault and a ground assault.
Yeah.
Or a boat assault, landed boat.
My idea for dealing with the boat stuff was basically just like earthbend artificial islands or divert the river in such a way where like they can't come up the river or like do something.
What if
That's
we-
not quite Kyoshi levels, but you're getting there.
Yeah,
like it's
that-
a
No,
big
like if
lot.
you get enough people,
You
not
need
like
an earth-
So
singularly.
what if we raise a dam? With enough people, that feels more feasible.
Yeah.
With enough
Um,
cannons, there's no.
And then,
Oh, I
I'm
guess
assuming
with
that these
enough
boats are coming
people,
from, like,
we
the
could maybe start a
sea.
rock slide above them where they're stayed in front of the dam or something.
Are we expecting these
mean-
boats to be coming up the river, or like just cliffside?
I backed into my own.
I think
through
I'm-
the sea.
idea.
So yeah,
Yeah.
let me pull you over to the map here.
I backed into my own idea about the dam, but what if we make the dam to break?
like intentionally
Ooh.
when then it like floods them once they break
Make
it.
it super bad.
The dam is a trap.
Yeah, slapjazz trap dam. Just enough so it holds up water, but like the slightest amount of resistance, the whole thing comes crashing down on the fleet.
That'll
So-
definitely wash some of them away. We're gonna Home Alone this, aren't we? That's what it feels
Yeah,
like.
I mean that's a Home Alone solution. You're right.
So when we escaped the prison, it was down this way, right?
When we
Or, like-
So,
we
yeah,
came
the-
up that way from the prison.
Yeah.
We escaped
So,
the prison.
You started here,
Oh, okay.
and then went to Taku, and then went up the Suoka River here.
Yeah.
So I think if he's keeping it off the books, he's gonna use what he has access to. They
Which
might
is
not
pretty
be
much the
coming
whole
from this
area.
way. They'll be like
They might be coming up the other side of the river. You're right.
they could
If
be
most
coming
of
up
his
this
boats are
way.
that way.
So they do not have control over this water.
Okay, they don't have
Uh,
control over that everything past the Great Divide, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could we
So they will
perhaps?
the Arctic.
I don't know if there's enough time to do it in like universe, but like basically dam these rivers.
Yeah, so they
Not
might.
that
That would
much
take
time.
days
Oops.
to travel to dam them.
Yeah.
We could dam the harbor or whatever our little inlet is over here, but that's it.
Yeah, but those rivers don't lead anywhere to the Suoku one.
Oh wait,
So
yeah. I thought
river
this went
here-
through. This river goes like
Yeah,
this.
they would still be coming in from the sea if they did that, but they can use that to like get some through.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I wanted the waterbender, because he could get us some help from the water tribe.
I don't know if they'd help. They're still, even at this time,
They're just doing raiding, I think.
raiding and otherwise pretty isolationist. We would maybe in the future try to convince them, but not. We don't have the time. That's how I see it. But yeah, I think basically setting some traps. We don't know how to make explosives, for the most part, I think. But we could do a dam that will like flood the place when it's broken. We could try to get a rock slide because there's like hills and mountains up here, so we could try
Yeah.
to do that.
Maybe like essentially, like
What
if
if
it's
we
built
raise
into.
That feels like a huge. Okay, this feels harder than
on.
I'm saying. What if we raise the bottom of the river up?
Like make them
Make the
ground
river,
out, you mean?
Yeah, make them ground
Yeah.
out. Make the river wider, or make the river wider so it's more shallow.
I mean, you
Or
could do
the
that
river,
with
but just a
some. Yeah, if you can funnel them into a spot, you can probably make some sandbars
Yeah.
without too much problem. It'll trim the numbers; it won't stop them.
Yeah, I'm expecting all of these to be that kind of thing, where it
Now,
like Home Alone, where
once again, the diplomatic plan of tricking the admiral to do our dirty work would theoretically, if it's successful, but it's a much larger gamble, would theoretically eliminate all boats. Because prison warden does not have a fleet. You
The
might have
only-
like
this could
2
really
ships.
backfire to be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
the prison warden's bringing 5 fleets, but now that the actual military knows that Duo Phase lost control, bring 20 ships and we'll make another example of them.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
Yeah,
So
it is a bigger gamble for sure.
I'm okay to
but
try
does take. But if we win, we take out all the boats.
So is this kind of how Duofei looks? It's like built into the mountain, like
Yeah.
that.
It's built into the mountain. There were 2 pictures on Discord.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we got a picture.
One is more, yeah. There's where's the previous
the
one?
air temple, except not upside down.
Yeah, kind of. And then some of the noble places have the occasional non-stone building. That's why there's even further up. There's another picture that works
Yep.
for Duofei,
Okay.
and that's more like the richer houses aren't just carved stone.
I mean, but even like
Because-
poor houses might have not stone flooring because they're in the mountains. It's gonna get chilly.
Yeah.
You're gonna want something other than just rock under your
Yep.
feet.
Mm.
Good moss
Wood
carpet.
floors. Yeah, wood floors and rugs and wood paneling inside the house would be normal, but like the structure, yeah, totally stone because that's cheap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
'Cause
And those
I-
those reference pictures are just to get the feeling of it. It's not the
Yeah.
exact thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I like the landslide idea, because if we can like basically earthbend a wall here, fill it up with rocks, or whatever, right?
Yeah, they
Then when
think
they
it's a
get
dam.
close enough,
They'd assume it's a
The
dam
only-
full of water because that's what you put in a dam, but they can't see past it.
It's a dam full of rocks.
yeah, and then once they get close enough, you can have earthbenders on each of these little like levels of the city, and then you just make a ramp, and then the boulders go into the ships.
Now, the other problem is we can't actually devote troops to our sea defense
Hmm
Yeah, we'd have to like leave it as it is.
because we don't have any. We don't have enough troops.
I
Like,
don't know if there's any way you can defend from this. If it'd be different if
Like-
we were on the river,
yeah.
but
And
the
while,
fact
like,
that it's on the ocean is hard.
the fact the prison guy doesn't have any ships and will need to call out for ships is like a weakness of theirs, but he still
Well, I mean,
has
they-
ground people. He still
they-
has
they-
ground troops that are coming no matter what. We can't really stop them because he controls them directly, right?
So
we need all
Division
of our
11
soldiers.
does have some naval assets. Not as many as like an actual like fleet, but
Yeah.
they're responsible. That logistically, they would need ships to move things around, move people around, those types
Yeah.
of things.
'Cause I'm sure they have a few, but not like a fleet of warships.
Oh, could
So
we
we need all of our
maybe
dudes for reflection. They're
use this river to earthbend a trench so then we have a moat that they would have to cross on land?
Yeah, if you want to like worry about the landward side, yeah, you can basically cut off the road that comes into town.
Yeah, because I don't know if there's anything realistically without a waterbender we can do against the boats.
So yeah, I mean,
rocks.
your rock cannons.
Yeah, the big thing we
Seemed
can
like
do
a
is take
decent
out
idea.
the crew. We can't take out the boats themselves. The boats can't do anything to us without crew on the top, the exposed surface level of the boats. So I think
Mhm.
that's the
The whole reason
vulnerability.
the arrows worked before.
I mean, the arrows didn't work before against Fire Nation boats. That's why we caved. But we kind of the thing is, Duo Fei is known for their archery, but it has really, it's not really an actively practiced thing anymore. I think I'm gonna go approach my master, my archery master, and try to convince him to like teach a like bunch of like recruits how to do archery.
If you're gonna crash course a bunch of people, you go to the crossbow girl and be
Yeah,
like,
you
"We
make
need all you
crossbows.
got."
Can they make enough crossbows? I think we'll do both. It'll be like anyone who wants to learn bow archery will do that, and then anyone else have crossbows because we can't make enough of those for everyone.
However many crossbows we can make, you just get one because you
Well,
go bink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whoever
like,
doesn't have the
right-
talent for a bow,
Get
put
a
a crossbow
crossbow.
in their hand because it's point and click.
Yeah.
Right?
That's kind of the whole point of the weapon. There, it's just like it takes them out with
Yeah.
no training. It's just
But
point.
we
Yeah.
just started making them, so we definitely won't have enough. But yeah,
So-
I'm gonna try and convince my master to like start whipping them into shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you said, do we currently have earthbending cannons?
I mean, setting that up, it wouldn't be hard, right? Like
They
it's just
probably got
earthbending some
dismantled
ramps.
temporarily, but not seriously. Like
Okay.
they wouldn't say
Um,
the Earth Nation guards still were here. They were just told not to fire on Fire Nation after they got taken over.
right. And then I would assume, are they just throwing boulders, or can we like shape whatever we throw out of those?
I mean, that's all up to preparation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would imagine if you just make a few of these
want
things
You want spikes?
and throw them down a ramp and into a metal ship, they might do some damage if the point is, enough.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
that
you
with
can
the drill.
You can do basic shapes. I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
getting fancy is going to be a thing you want to do. But yeah,
No caltrops.
No caltron. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like
no 40-pound caltrops or 40-ton rather.
oh, you know what else would be a great idea, but is also like very like Bollywood.
A
Make
musical
those-
number? Oh.
No. Make those, make one of those like a troop cannon, and then you pile people into the boulder. You shoot the
They would
boulder at
not
the ship.
survive that.
So you
That's
want to
why
make
it's
the
very
cart
Bollywood.
system from
The cart
from-
system, but give
No,
them like
You're building a
something.
giant Pokeball that you load one dude in,
Yeah.
who's holding on for dear life inside this rock shell, and then you fire him in a boat. And then he's
Yeah,
supposed
but-
to pop out and throw rocks and knives at them until they all die?
I see several problems with this.
That shot?
This
Yeah,
is why
if
I
you
said
miss, they're
very
dead.
Bollywood. Because I remember, I thought of it
Oh yeah, they
because
just sink.
the Bollywood movie of the guys who take the palm tree and pull it down and then they like launch into the city.
They have to be earthbenders themselves to let themselves out of the
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah.
And they might survive it if they also all know earth armor to maybe survive the hit. Maybe.
You know, the drowning is the real damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops, wrong shot. I can't see outside of the rock.
And it's really hard
Where's
to
the
bounce
breathing
out of
hole?
your rock shell when you don't know where you've hit yet. And
Yeah,
you
at
don't
that
wanna
speed,
open
water
early.
is the same as a metal hull.
Yeah.
True.
And you don't want to open early because you won't survive the impact. And if you do land on the ship, they'll shoot you.
True.
Suicide mission and a half.
Yeah, it's a real
Alright, so-
lose-lose.
Yeah.
With a soldier on the inside.
I think I'm gonna stick with shapes.
Yeah, let's stay away from the Russian tactics of just rush them with bodies until they're exhausted.
Yeah.
It's the rope-a-dope, but on a macro level. Um, but yeah, the other weak point that I think Chiang will point out is there's a bridge that crosses the Suoku. You guys actually went under it with your boat
Yep.
when you were on your way in. Taking that out would significantly lessen the intensity, at least, of the oncoming armed forces.
We can do an early strike.
Do that. Maybe do the moat and then make shapes for the ships.
Sandbars
Yeah,
are
you-
Shapes,
also
I feel
useful.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, the sandbars I think would be fantastic because they would be used to becoming.
There's one other thing I just realized. If we can pour rocks or mud into the Fire Nation engines from the chimneys, basically, I don't remember what the term is, but yeah, the through the tops.
Chimney's the right.
Smoke
Okay, yeah,
stacks.
through the
Yeah.
through the smokestacks, through the
I need you
chimneys,
to teach as many
You could
people
break
how to
their
mud
engines.
bend as possible.
or aim boulders very well.
And that is very, very much Nickelodeon cartoon, right? I mean,
Yeah,
when I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was a kid, no one got hit with a sword. It was the sword was used to do something else so that disabled the enemy.
Yep. Perfect. I'm happy to volunteer to go help with taking out the bridge. That looks like a thing for a bunch of player characters to do.
Oh, I
To
want
me.
to put on a smear campaign. That's my
That's-
tactic.
To who?
I mean, yeah,
Anto.
everyone here is fairly well convinced.
Oh no, messenger hawk based.
Oh, okay.
smear campaign.
Oh,
That's fine.
against
all your
Anto.
worldwide pie show buddies.
Yeah,
So you're hitting up
I'm making a pamphlet. I'm making a bunch of copies and mailing them to whoever I think would be most interested to Hanto the traitor.
so you're essentially putting Hanto on blast on the Fire Nation Twitter network.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Mm.
I am quite literally sending out a tweet that Hanto's a little baby and
You know,
can't do his job right. Look at me, I broke out of his jail.
you know what would be amazing is if you twist it to be like he's attacking a Fire Nation aligned city
Ooh, yeah.
because no one else knows that, and then they'll be like, "Hey, you guys are good with the Fire Nation. We're gonna leave you
Yeah.
autonomy."
He has to choose between getting getting blasted or coming clean with his failure.
Well, I will sacrifice myself in this issue. So the not literally, reputationally to the Fire Nation government, be like, Hanto can't even retrieve one prisoner who broke out of his jail, me. Instead, he is choosing to send a whole legion against a Fire Nation-aligned city. So it'd be like, he can't do his job, so now he's abusing the people he's supposed to be protecting. What a little baby. And then I draw a picture of him looking like a baby.
Political cartoons.
Fire Nation's first meme.
And I just want to, like, mail it to anyone I could think of.
Yeah, so you basically send the messenger hawk out to the There's like messenger towers that the Fire Nation Navy takes care of.
Yeah.
And just say send to all.
Yeah. Yes.
Do not reply to all.
Do not open until message has been sent on.
Everyone open at this
Oh, yeah,
time
they're
on
all
this date.
sealed. They're all sealed, which makes it that much funnier. So it feels official when you get it. Anyway, this is a trick.
Seems
Kinda?
like it. Yeah. I mean, because they would have to care what you think if you're pleading. Yes, it's a trick.
And I forget. Can I push myself?
No, you can get
No.
help.
You can get help though afterwards. You know what? Situationally, I think I will give you a. Well, you already have the +1 here.
I do. Yes, I am acting on Honto being duplicitous. So I do have +1. I will roll push my luck. I got a mixed success.
You would need 2 help to make that a 10. And what does a 10 give you?
Push your luck.
On a hit, the GM tells you what it push my
What
luck.
other lucky opportunity?
Sorry, what was I was supposed to be tricking.
Yeah,
Oh.
tricking, not pushing your luck.
On a 7 to 9, pick 1. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Do you have different stats for trick
Nope,
and pusher luck?
it's the same.
No, okay.
The only thing we all would only 2 of us would need to help to get you the 10.
Yeah.
I'm fine with the 1. I'm fine with the 1 option. Because the they in this is just ignore
Honto?
the role. Oh, the they is the Fire Nation.
Yeah, you're trying to trick
Oh.
the Fire Nation regarding Honto.
Fire Nation at large.
I think overcommit. I mean, it's your choice, but I don't think stumble +1 forward to act against the Fire Nation feels a bit much.
That feels not on the tape.
But
Yeah.
overcommit could work if he has a rival who's like, "Aha, my opportunity," and then they go all in because they see a way to beat Honto or something.
I also like how silly. I like that I can be like the Fire Nation acts silly about this.
True.
And that is appealing.
Well, I think
If you want both,
if-
I'm willing to help. I can like
I would also
help you
in
send
this
messages to as I
It
said, my
doesn't-
contacts.
It doesn't feel worth it.
Okay.
Because it's so broad, it means the effect is also broad and not specific and hyper effective. Just more generally enacting. So I don't feel like getting 2 of them will really help.
I mean, it depends what the
well,
opportunity would be.
I have specific things for either of them or both of them. If the help will have an appreciable effect if you go that route.
I'm willing to help, but only if
Same.
someone else is obviously. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, in that case, yeah, they can be silly and overcommit. I just
Yeah.
don't think
Okay.
a +1.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll spend a
Helpful.
fatigue. And yeah, I'm, as I said, helping you with my Real Housewives of the Fire Nation contacts. I'm like, yeah, you should send them this too.
So I get your little book. I get your address book.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
The Fire Nation Housewives.
Okay. So for that, the acting foolishly, I think is that the word reaches the right person. Now, Honto, your characters don't know this, but Honto was busted down. He was on a better trajectory than he previously was, but he screwed up, and that's how he ended up as in the prison research rather than the actual research division. And there is someone that definitely has it out for him. That this message reaches.
The person who got the real research instead of him.
No, it was the superior officer that was in his corner.
Oh.
And pushing for him that was made to look bad when he screwed up. Now he wants to make Honto suffer.
Ah. Perfect.
And overcommitting, yeah, I think the word hits enough people, and they all absolutely believe that Honto has gone rogue at this point. He's using Fire Nation assets for unsanctioned things. And he won't be able to immediately convince them otherwise. Like, even if he comes clean, they're going to be like, no, what are you doing? You're a traitor.
Yeah. Okay. And what was the additional opportunity?
Oh, the additional opportunity is so. I think the additional opportunity is actually that the seaboard assault will not arrive at the same time as the land troops.
That's
Oh.
Cannot.
Okay.
Like, they're going to get tied up.
Yeah, so we'll deal with the land troops first, and then the sea. That is very helpful. Okay. As I said, Quiwa's gonna go help deal with the bridge. I don't know if this is an on-screen or off-screen thing to do, honestly.
And it seems appropriate if the bridge is let's river quiet. Yeah, the bridge is a focal point, let's say.
Okay.
In this.
We also had a scene about the bridge in a earlier episode, so revisiting.
Good to see it again. Okay.
I'm good to join you with the bridge, whether that's on screen or off screen. I think that throughout the entire meeting, I have been relatively quiet, given, the dirty dagger look. But I do want to give off vibes of something is very, very wrong, enough that if anyone does want to follow up on it, there would have been clues that maybe someone should follow up on that.
I think I will also go on the bridge team, and that's when Bao would follow up on it, because what better place to follow up on it than on a mission?
Yep, I
While
agree.
crouched in the
Absolutely.
reeds, you struck up a conversation.
Well, handling heavy explosives.
Or it's more just like figuring out where to throw rocks effectively.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you're coming along for
No.
fun.
No, I'm writing pamphlets at the moment. While
He's
they
writing
are
manifestos.
while they are destroying a bridge. Because
Okay.
I don't think Avatar has the printing press yet, right?
Nope.
Which means I gotta write about 100 copies of Hanto is a Baby to send to people.
I like to imagine your first drawing of Hanto as a baby is like really, really good, and then you get to
It's
like
worse.
99th one,
Progressively
and it's like,
worse.
The ability to distribute leaflets has gone way in the toilet after the airbenders are not here anymore. Like, there's no one to fly over throwing out.
yeah.
They do that once? Oh.
Yeah, they did.
Aang did, I think.
Yeah, searching for Appa.
In
But also, they had like Boss
and
Sing
got
Say
in
money after they
big
saved
trouble
the
with
Water
it.
Nation and after they saved the Water Nation, Water Tribe, Northern Water Tribe. Money stopped becoming a thing for the Team Avatar. I noticed that, and I understand why.
Also thinking about how many leaflets there was no printing press, but oh my, were those
Just
a lot
hire a sweatshop for a week, and then you have your pamphlets.
I mean, we are also
Avatar
labor laws
sweatshops.
aren't a thing either.
we are also like what 80, 90 years before Avatar.
Yeah.
Yes.
It honestly, at least in the show, they probably just asked Judy for leaflets, and Judy probably hired a sweatshop without telling them how it was being made, and has brought back a bunch of leaflets.
Because she knew it wouldn't have mattered.
So yeah, so the three of you, I guess, are on the road down to the bridge. Some somber music in the background. We see like Aeon's contemplative face and Bao coming up in the background.
Concerned.
Yeah. I assume there's a small handful of like Earth Nation soldiers behind us, or is it just us three?
No, you're in a, let's say, a train of people. There's like several wagons, a bunch of guards.
Okay.
Oh, because
It's
it's
the
their
different kind of groups of people. It's not everyone is.
it's
listening
their
to every
bridge. They're gonna want the pieces back to reassemble it after this battle is over.
Yeah.
It's not it's a disassemble the bridge mission, not a blow up the bridge mission.
I thought we were just.
I mean,
I
they're
thought
sort of
we
the
were.
same thing when you have a bunch of earthbenders, right? I mean,
I guess.
True. I thought we were
But I
like
think you'd
actually
wanna keep,
attacking the
like,
bridge to claim it from the
if
Fire
there's, like,
Nation.
statues on it or something, they'd want to remove those for sentimental value to reapply to the bridge
Take up
post
the
battle.
board bridge. So it's just the 2 rails on the side. See him trying to march an army across that.
Take the nails out of the bridge.
No, not the nails, the planks.
Planks,
Yeah,
so
the
it's just
planks.
so it's just the 2 rails. That would be really good
Exactly.
Um, hey, are you doing okay, Aeon? You kind of been like a little bit well, for lack of a better term, weird since the mud incident.
Ah, drat it. I don't want to go the I'm fine route. That's boring.
You can say I'm fine first, and then after, like, I'm fine, and then 5 seconds later, okay, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I will go with that. Of the I'm fine. It's nothing happened. I mean,
I'm fine, but
I just went
It's
to
just-
talk with Dama, and I went to talk with Ian
Tianmo.
Lowe, and I think that they might think that I'm a spy now, and I'm probably not a spy.
You say probably not a spy.
oh, I'm sorry. What?
You went to go see the guy who almost drowned us in
guy-
mud.
Who you almost killed? Yes.
I drown us in mud. Almost brought a building up on us. That if I hadn't got you guys out, and it did, both you and Dama would be dead, because I think Dama was there at the end.
Dama
right?
ran at the end,
I
and
got there at
I
the
just
end
left.
to get crushed by a
Yeah.
building.
I then
Aeon,
kept the building up as he was still trying to bring it down upon both of us. And you wanted to
Aeon,
talk to him?
a little quiet there for a moment, and basically rejoinders with, thank you.
What? Why? Why would you want to talk to him?
Because he would know who we should be talking to in the Fire Nation.
For what purpose? That's a loud
tell
silence.
If I tell you, will you put me in jail?
Not a good way to start a
If you
sentence.
I'll
What did
tell
you do?
I'll tell you if I'll put you in jail after you tell me.
Doesn't
It's kind of
sound terribly reassuring.
Well, if I said, "Hey, I'll tell you what happened to that body," are you going to put me in jail after I tell you? I feel like that answer kind of depends on what you tell me. If you open with that. How about
Look.
this? I promise I won't be mad.
That works perfectly. So I went with him so that I could try and figure out who the spies were, so I could do that job for them, so that we could get the Fire Nation in charge here.
I may have lied. I'm already mad. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you want to be the spy for the people who just tried to imprison us, and then the guy who tried to drown us in literal mud?
And B and C did imprison you.
It did imprison you.
That was a mistake. Anyhow, but look, we were trying to kill them too.
All the more reason.
We weren't any better.
Wait, I wasn't trying to kill him. I was trying to disable him, which I did. If I wanted him dead, you think he would have got out of there?
Quiwa, who was walking behind both of you, puts her hand on Aeon's shoulder and says, Duo Fei has chosen a side. It cannot be undone. Trying to undo it.
Who chose its side for it? Keep going. Sorry.
I think you say that, and she says, yes, I did. And now
At least she's choosing a side. You're going like, oh, maybe I will, maybe I won't. They literally imprisoned us, and you want to be spies for them?
The Fire Nation is coming. Will you stand with us to protect us? If they do not come, and if they do not try to destroy us, then you have nothing to fear if they are not as evil as you say. But if they are, then stand with us. And I'm calling her out for your action.
Yeah. That
We're acting defensively.
An effective argument. That is the first argument I have heard that is taking "you might be right" into account.
If you are right and we're doing all this defensive stuff, nothing happens. And if you are wrong, we need it. Okay. I shift when you openly call someone out to live up to their principle. Shift my balance away from center. Then name and roll with their principle. So in this case, again, the terms for my tradition and progress can be interpreted in different ways. In this case, I'm going to go with tradition because I'm now taking charge. I'm going to shift my balance towards tradition of like, I am the leader of Duo Fei. I'm kind of like I'm being more, not authoritarian, but authoritative of like.
You are the princess of Duo Fei.
Yeah.
It is your job to make
It is my heritage, my heritage and role.
And you did it.
Yeah. And I'm too angry to have regrets right now.
If I could take angry again, I would take angry again.
Come on, you promised you wouldn't be mad.
I
Said
was
he wouldn't
already
get
angry.
mad, but he already was. Shift my balance away from center, name and roll with their principle. What is your action principle right now?
Currently at 0.
Yay!
Can I help?
You can, but it
Oh,
wouldn't matter.
Every time we try to push you.
The shift
On a
of the
miss, they
balance
can
to
demand
force
you
an
act in
act.
accordance with one of your principles instead. Oh, I can demand you what? But I don't want. Okay.
You could help me call if you think it's a good argument, and you think that Aeon would. Both of you could help me with yours, if you want to.
It's true.
Both of who?
Both
Bao
Aeon could
and
help as well.
Aeon could help me call out Aeon's
Oh.
principle to get it up to a 7.
I would be down for
Actually,
that.
I think I will. My big thing in opening up here was I just want us to stay as a group and everyone needs to be in the know. And again, you were the first person who's finally just accepted you might be right into that argument. Sure, I'll give you help.
The funny part is I don't care if you're right or wrong. I care what you do. But yes,
It's not about how you feel, it's about how you operate.
to this current angry Quiwa, yeah.
All
Okay.
right, so that makes it a 7. On a 7 to 9, they challenge your view of the world in turn. So there's something in that argument that makes you question.
Yeah, I was
how
listening in the whole
Quiwa
time.
does things.
Yeah. Let's see.
What do we think it is? Tradition and progress are my axes.
Yeah.
It just says view of the world. Not necessarily
right.
your.
Well, it actually
Your
says
balance
mark
track.
1 fatigue or they shift your balance as they choose. So
I
Yeah.
wonder if it's got something to do with the whole violence and killing of things. Like, Quiwa's been spending a lot of time for here's how I protect myself, here's how I can do damage to other people, and I've basically been spending my time here to Bahu's chagrin saying, we did violence that is bad.
Yeah, and given and even the bow as a weapon is not a defensive weapon. Like you use it to keep people back, but it is offensive. Like
yeah,
So
no,
I'm
it
basically
is.
going to be shifting your balance for, yeah, maybe this isn't, the violence at least isn't okay. Maybe we should be looking for other alternatives.
I think that would be a type of progress because again, traditionally my family has kind of been warlords in the past. And the bow itself it was their like cultural icon for them. So I'd say
Makes
that's
sense.
probably it. Okay.
It could be that, and then also like, hey, you made that decision by yourself Like, we don't know how many people in the town even want to fight, and you could bring up your friend that you made, the arbalist.
Mhm.
That's a good idea. Okay, yeah, I'll
That-
shift it. I'll shift
yeah.
towards progress.
I just want to point
I
out.
will
Both of
accept the
those are
shift.
beautiful points, which will make. Pardon?
I just want to point out, Don was been advocating for a peaceful resolution the whole time, and you're still like, no, it's not acceptable to be peaceful. Get mad at someone who does bad things. You want peace and acceptance. You don't actually just want peace.
I think even though, like, you guys have come to this understanding, Bao is like, I want you to know, if you betray us, I don't care if you think you're doing the right thing. You said this is part of a group. If you betray us, I swear I will throw you in a pit that you will never drag yourself out of. Can I clear angry?
I don't know if that's necessarily enough.
Can I clear?
You
Uh,
can clear angry.
Lash out at a friend. Or
So-
break something important.
So it's on Aeon. Like, saying yes to clearing angry means that Bao has done something offensive, or it has put your relationship in a different light.
I mean,
I think this is the first time Bao has openly threatened you.
yeah, no, it. Saying yes to that definitely makes sense. Out of character, I don't necessarily want to go that far in that direction, though. So it's a little.
Well, it
I
could be
play-
that, like, you finally see what it is that the people that Bao has been beating up have seen. Like, Bao's your friend normally,
Yeah.
but you've seen what he's like if he might be an enemy, and then that, like, puts you on your back foot a
I've
little
seen
bit.
his fangs now.
Yeah.
Clear angry, and we'll figure out how that plays out.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep that in mind that
Hard with the you're a team, act together, which admittedly
Well-
I've been putting a little stress on. I don't know.
yeah, so
Yeah,
your
he
your
said, like-
friend has wounded you in some way. So just keep that in mind future interactions.
Yeah. It's more the fact that, like, he's openly threatened you. He said, hey, if this is a team, don't act against the team. If you do, I'll throw you in a hole.
And of course, I was just talking about you throwing someone
Burying
in,
people.
bury them alive.
Yep.
Great.
And I do it to you too.
I'll do it to you. You know what? He tried to hurt the team.
Excellent.
Nothing brings a team together like threats and coercion.
So I started this thing with Dama by saying I was scared.
You thought of the right person.
And I was nothing but supportive. I was like, yeah, we can go talk to him.
We
And
found
you're
out that
right.
why it didn't
The
work
fire-
then.
I don't know. I rolled bad. That's really why. There was like,
Hey,
yeah,
look,
the Fire
I trust
Nation's.
you still, Dama.
Fire
About
Nation-
who?
Yeah, the Fire Nation's not all bad. I tried to beat you in the middle there.
Bao has said the whole Fire Nation isn't bad. It's the state, like you said, but he said it in a more aggressive way.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we keep going to the bridge, I think.
probably a
So-
person that we separated from the guy who's starting to kill me.
If you betray us, there's the
It's just- yeah.
key thing.
It's not threatening to kill you, it's threatening to kill the hypothetical future you who betrays us.
Oh, that's
Carrot and
actually
stick.
that's a good question to follow that up with. If you don't want me to do that, what do you want me to do?
Do what?
I'm
confused by the question.
Yeah. Fine.
Oh,
I'm
for calling
wrestling,
you to live up to your
moral,
principle?
philosophical things. Not even so much principle, but a matter of, okay, don't do this. Then give me something positive. Don't give me something negative. What could I do to get back into your good graces? Something like that.
So this isn't related to my call out to live up to your principle. This is more related to
No,
Bao's.
not at
Okay.
all.
Oh,
This is okay, you're terrifying. This relationship is going downhill. What at least do I need to do to make it go uphill? Like, what would fix your opinion of me?
I think to fix Bao's opinion, I think you have to prove that you're like I guess for lack of a better term, a good soldier for the cause, and the cause being against the Fire Nation.
That you don't ask questions.
Like prove like what side you're actually on. I know. I think
or
that's
even
actually
just
better.
choose a side. Like,
Choose a side. Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
be like, oh, I'm helping you guys out because the Fire Nation's not really that bad. But oh, I mean, like maybe I'll go be a spy because that sounds like it could be a good idea. Like Bao was like, no, you're going flip flopping. Just choose one. Are you my enemy or are you my friend? If you're my friend, we'll be good friends. If you're my enemy, I'll throw you in a hole.
Okay. Beautiful.
Bao is very black and white.
so yeah,
I. So I
as as the conversation comes to an unsettling close,
I think
the
he's just like watching Aeon like
the group of people that you're traveling with suddenly comes to a stop, and you can hear some muttering up front. Right around the bend in the road from where you are is where the river is, or where the bridge is, rather. And a scout has come back saying that there are Fire Nation soldiers currently on the bridge. Not many, but it seems like they're trying to hold the bridge a bit.
I want to go and assess.
I'd be up to joining you in that.
I would also join, but I'd put myself between you and her.
Now you are one to guard against.
Bao's
Perfect.
back has never turned to Aeon.
Okay.
I think Bao's like, Aeon, you go first.
If this was Burning Wheel, you'd have an instinct about Aeon right now.
I will
Never
glare at
turn
you
my
and go
back
for
on
it.
Aeon.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I want to like peek at the bridge from like the forest, and see what I can see.
All right.
So I will roll to assess with, of course, a -2 due to my angry condition.
I got a 9.
That's with the -2?
Yep.
Dang.
Can I get a help?
I'll help.
Rolled a 6 and a 2.
The funny part is actually the help isn't huge because I need to have the. Well, no, I have it learned, but I don't have it. Do I need to have it practiced?
You need to have it practiced before you can.
Okay.
Before you can master it.
Then let me check if I want multiple questions for assess before I ask for help.
Oh, okay.
Also, would it count if you got help for that mastery condition?
I'm
Well,
saying
you have
yes.
to do it in combat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, you can't really assess in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ask questions. Take +1 ongoing to ask to the answers. I think I would like the +1 if that's okay from either of you. I can ask an initial
I help
question.
first.
Useful. Okay.
Just
Battle goes to help first.
Just remember that cost of fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
So my first
I will
question
keep you track
is,
of it.
who or what is the biggest threat from among the soldiers?
Looking at the soldiers, it doesn't look like any one of them in particular is going to be a threat. It's the fact that there's 5 of them. Like,
Okay,
they're-
so there's no like big tough guy amongst them, especially
Or
at
that
least.
horde on their hip.
Yeah. Okay. What here can I think the best thing to do would be if they didn't know the. What gear can I use to cut them off from escaping? Because it'd be better if they were holding the bridge and the Fire Nation marched their soldiers up here and didn't know the bridge was already taken, so they wasted time.
Given that you have some earthbenders with you, I mean Bao's with you. If you could get across the river before you get to the bridge, like if you can come at them from both sides.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that's what I'll suggest. Like we have +1 to ongoing to act on both of the answers. Ongoing is interesting. Let me check what it says. Yeah, until the situation significantly changes, so it's not just forward. Yeah, so we sneak back, and then once we're out of potential earshot range, we discuss this.
Is there an officer among them, or are they all just like privates?
It doesn't look like anyone. If there is an officer among them, they're not
they don't
standing
look much
out.
tougher. Yeah, they're like have a mildly like one star or something on their helmet or something like one.
Yeah, I mean, there is someone in command, and ostensibly, yes, that would be an officer, but mechanically, they're going to be no
You're
different.
right.
If
Not for
the-
my mastery condition thing.
It would work. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's my guy.
they- or if the
No, you're
split
good.
up and cross the river plan is put forth, Aeon will volunteer to cross the river while glaring angrily at Bahu.
Except an earthbender's needed to cross the river, so if you're doing it, it's with Baohu.
Mm. If you're crossing, I'm crossing.
Yeah, I don't think you have a choice of not going with Baohu.
Yeah.
Regardless of what side of the
You
river
guys can
pick.
go and cross the river, and you to that side. I'll do this side with. I assume. Are there any soldier are any of the
Which means
people
Bahu
traveling
has
with
to-
us soldiers, or just us three against them?
No, you've got some backup.
Okay, I'll stay with the backup on this side, and then you two go to the other side.
You know, just
I'm not
ditch
leaving.
your charge.
I mean, the greatest threat right now is you running and telling the Fire Nation exactly what our plans are. She's
Will
with
it help?
8 other guys.
Will it help if I say I won't? I came with you to do this job. We'll do this job.
Are you still next to me?
Oh,
Yes.
me?
I'm just asking if during that, after that is mentioned, are you both still next to me? Can I hear this conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
probably.
I shrug and say to Baohu, I mean, if he was really planning to run, he had many opportunities to already.
I didn't have to even tell you any of this. I trusted you, and you're now treating me like I could turn her coat at any second.
Are you
That's
gonna?
exactly.
Are you gonna call Aeon? Aeon,
Tell
are
him
you
to trust
calling
his friends.
Baohu out to trust?
You could call me out if you want.
I'm not.
That
I'm
sounds like a
giving like
great
minor
idea.
like but I don't think I can like
No, yeah.
I don't care enough
Yeah,
to
I'll
call
call
you
you
out.
out to trust. This sounds correct.
I might be willing to help
Yeah.
Aeon call you out though, depending on if
This is
he
telling
needs
your
it.
friends, I'm thinking about stealing your dog.
But I
then
haven't
being
stolen your
mad.
dog. I'm just
And
you
then
know.
being mad, they're like, what do you mean you're gonna steal my dog?
No, I'm not stealing your
I've
dog.
never
I'm
said I
just
would steal anything
considering
from you. I've never
it.
stolen anything from you before.
Yeah.
All right, call someone out.
Casual consideration of crimes.
What is your principal at? I guess I'm
I'm
Rolling
+1
trust.
trust, -1 self-reliance.
okay. So 6, and we're calling you to trust. So +1, 9.
I'm
Wanna
gonna
help
sit.
there?
Yeah, I already was like. I mean, he was honest. So yeah, I'll spend the fatigue to help.
Well, on a 10 doesn't matter. It's
Oh.
just on a hit.
Really?
Oh no, wait. It's unless you want me to not challenge your view of the world in turn.
Yeah, I guess that matter. Depends. I'm fine with either way. It's up to Quiwa. Or narrative feeling, essentially.
I'm gonna spend the fatigue because I already said the words.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess I don't get to challenge your view of the world in turn.
Not this time.
So I basically say, trust that I'm not going to mess with you guys. That I wouldn't have told you, and I can do this, and let me go alone.
Well, you need an
Or-
earthbender with you.
Yeah,
With someone
got
else.
other earthbenders.
Fine.
This sounds.
I'm trusting you. This is me building a small bridge over this large bridge.
Thank you. And I will go and find whoever. I can
Zhao,
trust
go
or-
help him.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on him, though.
All right. So what is the plan? You're going across. Aeon's going across.
Aeon's going
think-
across with one of the other earthbenders, and then the rest of
Basically,
us
so we
are
can attack them from both sides.
yeah.
So that they
Okay.
A can't get away and B.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, the PG-13
Because they definitely
plan.
can't get past the medium-sized teenager, the small-sized teenager, who no longer has a mech suit or any visible way of actually stopping them.
That's what the Earthbender's there for.
Yes.
But,
Yeah, so basically the plan is the Earthbender is going to get you across and then like take out a significant chunk of the bridge so they can't get back.
Yeah.
You're just there as backup.
You're there with your squirt gun.
I'm the muscle of with the squirt gun. That's ridiculous.
Very good. Yes.
It's perfect.
Okay. So yeah, they haven't noticed you yet. I think the most noticeable thing is getting across the water. Now we're using an NPC to do that.
Mm.
Uh,
Could just be
so
2d6 roll.
could be.
I mean, if we're going with, because I definitely want to push, we could use the skills. I'm pretty sure one of mine was wilderness.
Oh, you could find a more natural place to cross instead
Yeah.
of earthbending across.
Already more shallow.
Just a
Push
matter
your
of
luck
how
or rely on
swimming-
skills. Push your
I
luck
mean,
or
just
rely on skills and
swim
training to
across
do it.
water.
Yep.
The only reason, yeah. Yay, my -1 focus. Okay, but
Well,
still,
you'll have help from the Earthbender. So
Okay. And this is working on the +1 forward, I think.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll just add 2 for the previous help and the forward. Yep.
Nice.
Very nice.
okay, yeah, with a 12, I don't see any problem with you getting across without being noticed. So the rest of you watch very tensely as Aeon and the Earthbender skip across on rocks to a point, and then the Earthbender like bends up some more rocks for you to skip across where there's gaps. And you get to the other side just as one of the Fire Nation looks downriver towards you. Downriver towards you. And just narrowly misses seeing you like dart into the trees on the other side.
Mhm.
We never said what we were gonna go on. Oh no!
I mean, if you do
Just kidding.
something, I'm pretty sure I'll figure it out.
Yeah. This doesn't seem like a game that cares much about finite planning of
Mhm.
attack.
Yeah.
Flashback.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are you two on the other side doing?
I will take out the captain if you want to stay back and pepper the rest with arrows as the rest of the men come in. That is your specialty. I trust you to do that.
I consider I will come with you. I'm not saying that in character. I think Quiba says I think she says yeah, she says no, I can fight up close now. And yeah, she's holding her short bow. Do you want to push back on it?
Just-
Okay.
Stick close to me then.
She
But don't hit
nods.
my guy because I need it for my mastery.
I will not.
All right, so the way I have this
Lead
set
the
up
men
for
like the leader you're meant to be.
tokens anyway. There's Ponto's soldiers. That's a group. There's the Fire Nation officer
Mm.
and the Duofe guards. If this is the bridge, if the center is the bridge, you've got these guys here and here. You've got Aeon like back here waiting, and you guys up here
Okay.
Yep.
with the guards.
Oh, I can't move that token. Don't worry. I will be a green circle.
We can't move these tokens? Why not?
They're
No, they're locked.
Oh, you're right.
This will be me.
Okay.
But just so you have an idea of the layout.
Yeah.
And
Oh, right. That was the move that's not identical in the spreadsheet.
And yeah, as you sit and watch them for a while, they basically just patrol up and back the bridge. It's up to you to pick your targets and attack time.
I'm going after the officer.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure to point the right one out to you because I observed him and saw that. I'm trying to figure out, can I spread the bonus to assess? It just says take +1 when ongoing when acting on the answers, but I assume that only applies to me.
In this situation, like when you're planning a battle, I'm gonna say within reason it can apply to more people.
Okay. We'll see how it is. Because yeah, the two questions were, what here can I use to stop them from escaping? So I'd probably have a +1 to helping, like
Well, we have
that.
we have
You
rules
did
about
use
this
that
one.
+1 to get
Is it
across. So
is it forward or ongoing? Because the game
It's ongoing.
has
Ongoing until the situation changes.
yeah, so then it continues because the game has specific rules about whether or not the forward keeps going.
I
Yeah,
don't.
it was
It's not an
just,
issue with that. It was
is
an
it-
issue of is it
is it
just
only the-
me because
Yeah.
I was the one who rolled it, or is it everyone I share my assessment with?
Well, I think it's anyone because a lot of the mud guy, he got to do things to us that were all impacted by his mud, right? Like the
Well,
area stuff helps.
the reason I say that more people can act on it is I don't want to waste time with everyone trying to roll an assess roll so they get +1 ongoing on the same damn
Right.
thing.
That's fair.
You know?
That's also
Yeah.
fair.
Okay. Then yeah, I think I'll stay behind Bow. But if right now the Fire Nation officer is the only one you can reach into melee, I'll be sort of trying to fire past him at the soldiers with my bow and arrow. My main goal is to keep them distracted, I think, right now, while you guys can come in from the other side. I want to keep them looking at this side.
I'll be focusing on the soldiers, obviously, and I'm kind of just wrapping in the Earthbender to whatever card I pick. I assume it'll be doing something of the same sort, backing up. Instead of making him another person.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. So what signals the attack? What is the first volley? What happens?
It's probably maybe rocks are thrown and then the bridge goes out. I think those things are not simultaneous, but like the attack happens and then the bridge goes.
Well, if they're on the bridge, that feels like it would just take them out immediately. Feels a bit much.
Well,
The
it's
back
a
of the
long
bridge that was
bridge.
being destroyed.
Yeah, it's a long bridge, and you don't have a lot of earthbenders, so you can like cut off the sides of the bridge, but that would just leave them stranded there. You know, if you want to take out the threat, you're gonna have to like leap onto the bridge, take out the sides, and deal with the threat.
Yeah.
I think the point of my crossing was, okay, the Earthbender can make it so that they can't retreat past us easily. So I think if you give a signal, the removal of the bridge will be the immediate next step.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just start firing arrows at them, I think. From my side, they'll be either looking for cover or trying to get to me in person, in which case we have everyone else waiting in front of me. And that'll cut them off even better. So I think that's what we'll start with then.
Okay. So I'm gonna move these off of here. See, Aeon, you're engaging the soldiers as well.
Yes. So I have a question. Do I need to seize a position as the first thing in order to actually block them? Because when I'm looking at what seize a position is, it's not really a thing useful in the fight at the moment.
What do you mean?
It can remove a status, so none of us have statuses on the first move.
Mhm.
It can engage or disengage. We're engaging the soldiers, of course, it's the first move. Or I can escape.
It could be establish an advantageous position, so you might get like prepared.
Yeah, you could too. It might not actually be seize a position because yeah, I think might not be seizing a position because you're not seizing it from anyone right now. It wouldn't be
like seize a position is the
So-
fictional right word, but
You
the
could seize their
effect doesn't make
escape
sense.
position. You could plant yourself between them and their exit route.
So
Yeah,
what
that's-
I'm
Seize might mean take it from someone else, and right now
I don't think it does.
it might.
So-
I mean, based on the mechanical effect, it seems to everything it's doing is affecting someone else, basically.
Yeah, because of how this is set up, I think your Aeon's first action is to make sure that the Earthbender can remove enough of the bridge that it is indeed taken away, right? So you're gonna have to defend that Earthbender for a second, like
Yeah,
take the heat off of them.
feels like
Okay.
ready might be the right thing to do. Um,
Or I mean, you could just go punch somebody, like you could just go
it
in.
could get in the way, yeah, by just attacking.
Oh yeah, after all your speech about we shouldn't fight the Fire Nation, you're just gonna go punch him.
I mean, Aeon's first thing is still he won't but do the first.
It could be
blow. I
smash.
can't believe that.
could
That
try-
makes so much more
Yeah,
sense.
like
Yeah,
Just-
smash
smashing
makes
the
sense.
bridge.
I'm
Yep.
just looking at the names and I'm like, seize a position is the right name. But
Yeah.
the effect isn't. So, thank you. Sorry.
No, you're
No
fine.
problem.
Let's see. Bao's going against the Fire Nation officer. All right.
I could turn on my copyrighted music because it's only in my ears.
Oh, here we go. It says more rarely, seize a position might grant you a positive status, like likely favored, and take a beneficial position. So you could still do seize a position and get a positive status.
Yay, small text.
Yep. I think that works. Prepared might work better. Doesn't have to be. It just used favored as an example, but prepared
I
might
think-
work better for what we were planning.
Yeah, I mean, we aren't.
We'll
We
see
just
how it
picked our-
goes. Yeah, we just pick general things.
Yep. All right. So I need to pick things for the soldiers and the guards. Huh?
It's still confusing to me that they switched the order of bio and info and character sheet.
Yeah.
I think it was that people never want to use their bio.
No, they don't. No, it makes total sense. I've just spent years used to it being the other way.
Yeah, no, I
Mhm.
understand.
Oh, and
I just-
it's Alt click on your token will open it directly to the character sheet if that helps.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we can get rid of the bio and info tab, honestly.
I do not.
It's
right now
useful
mine's
for things that
completely
don't
full.
have sheets.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
but I
is
mean, in,
mostly
like,
my
in
sheet.
full sheets, like bio and info kind of is peripheral, or not peripheral, extraneous, one of those words.
I don't know. I love the thing. So. Also, oh, okay. My token is locked, and alt click does not. Oh, that's control click.
Yeah. You have to like make your own little guy.
Ah, well. I'm not very
fine.
upset.
Oh. Oh, hi, kitty.
Okay.
Uh,
I will draw
do we
my
pick
card.
cards now?
I think so.
Yes. I'm doing
Yes.
this to hopefully get armor learned instead of, or practice instead of learned, whatever one it is.
Yep. Hopefully same here.
Fair enough.
Oh, you are so cute, but don't knock my screen, please.
And
Cat problems.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody set?
yeah, just so that it is stated, I am very much not backing down or leaving combat, which means I'm rolling with harmony instead of for defend and maneuver first. That'll be my move. Basically, I can't leave because then I wouldn't look good in your eyes.
I said, proof. Pick a side, and this could be your first step of picking a side.
And that is precisely how I'm treating it.
So
Although-
yeah, the actions begin happening. The Earthbender on the far side with Aeon begins trying to remove some of the bridge, which the collective soldiers look back and begin running, trying to stop that. Which is met on the other side by the duo Fey guards begin pelting in rocks and arrows towards the people on the bridge. defenders are up first, and that would be everyone
Almost
except for except for Quiwa. So you guys can defend, and then I will move with the bad guys.
All right.
Any objections if I go first here?
Nope.
Sounds like it makes sense. With harmony.
I think narratively it makes sense if you go first too.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. And success.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm going to do 2 things. I'm pretty sure I can with that. Yep, basic and mastered. I will do the seize a position of basically I am at this bridge point and you cannot pass me, and I will not be letting you pass me without some sort of violence. And for the second thing, I'll do the special move that I have. Bio and info. Rebuild. Yay for mastered things.
Okay, so you're generating some gears.
Yeah, basically.
Sweet.
I get up to the bridge and I see these little bits of metal around the ground, and I figure, oh yes, these will be useful at some point.
I can reverse engineer this tachyon collider to do this.
That tachyon collider here is bag of rocks.
It's labeled tachyon collider. This tachyon is crossed out. It's just colliders.
Right. That.
Oh. Do you have your gears?
Yeah, I just get 3.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
There's no
Yay.
for how many or anything.
There is,
Alright.
unless they are stopping me from seizing that position, which they can choose to do, it would just cost them 2 fatigue.
Okay.
Nope, they're not going to stop you.
I will.
There we go.
I will roll focus now. Do we get forward for this or no?
+1 forward for stopping them from. What exactly are you doing?
I'm just defending right now. I'm wanting to try and
Oh,
get my
because
Earth
you're
Arm.
rolling to defend. Yeah.
Yeah. If not, it's fine. I'll just.
I don't think it applies here.
Yes.
Nice.
What is it? It's 1 fatigue to use a learned technique and then it becomes practiced. Okay.
Yep.
So I will do that. I now do Earth Armor.
Oh.
Nice.
So I have 3 hold, and then I can spend that hold to do stuff.
Everyone's just like armoring up and charging before the fight is the first
Mhm.
round.
Yep.
Just run
Yeah,
up,
that's
stare.
basically how it's going to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the end of your thing. Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The group of soldiers is going to use a technique called protect objective. They're basically going to take up defensive positions on the bridge itself. Aeon, you are now engaged with these people as they come running up to you because you've seized that position. They're trying to push you back.
Okay.
So they're going to take 2 fatigue and become prepared. All foes near or engaged with the protected target become disengaged and pushed back from the target and are now engaged with the group. So basically, you're trying to hold the bridge, but now they're pushing back on you, and they're the problem, not holding your position, but maintaining it.
Yeah. Okay. No foe can reach until the group is scattered and lose prepared. And
Yeah.
I was prepared as well because of the seize the position, which is fine. Okay.
So currently, that means the Earthbender cannot destroy that side of the bridge completely.
Mm-hmm. They need to be taken out.
Yep.
And the commander.
Fire armor.
No.
Fire fists.
Nope, he's He's running towards Bow's side, and he's using where is it? Yeah, he uses ready. As he runs towards you, you can see that he blasts out some fire around him onto some barrels and other things that are on the bridge and creates a flame around him. He's basically trying to create enough flame that he can pour it at you.
Mm.
Is it Quiwa's turn?
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah, Quiwa is going to run up just behind Bao and is going to shoot arrows from the other side at the group of Fire Nation soldiers past the officer. That is with passion, which is a 0 for me. 4. Okay.
You needed your longbow.
Apparently. I think that in this case, she's not freezing. I think she just didn't expect them to run completely the other direction and sort of, yeah, they're farther away than she was prepared for. So she just is not hitting them like she was hoping to. I could.
Are you teetering on the edge of your balance?
I'm not this time, so I might. I think I will actually. Stance move. I can use a basic technique, and I think I will. Yeah. So I'm going to shift towards tradition, again, using the bow, that kind of thing. And then I'm going to use strike, I think. Makes sense here.
Yeah.
Yep. So I mark... Oh, no, sorry. I force them to mark 2 fatigue or condition or shift balance. Yep, I'm not going to mark fatigue again as part of strike. I'm just going to do the normal initial version of strike.
Okay. So it's 2 fatigue or shift their balance?
Or mark a condition.
Or mark a condition. They're going to mark a condition.
Okay. Yep. If I marked a fatigue, it would stop them from shifting their balance. I didn't think that was a huge deal this time.
That's good because they don't shift up and they can still only do one thing.
Exactly. So I went.
Okay. Next round. Easy enough. I'm locked.
Okay.
Alright, I know we get to discuss things, but I'm likely going to be doing some form of attack because
Oh,
totally
yes.
not. I want to get my things working. Eventually, this water gun will actually do jolt instead of a water gun.
You just attach a taser to the end of the super soaker, and then you're good.
I've been fiddling with it a while now. It's getting that adjustment just right.
Mhm.
That's why I thought that
Basically-
those random gears on the ground might help.
Oh,
Basically,
the
you just soak
batteries
them
were
in
a
salt
long
water
way.
and throw broken batteries at them, hoping it'll shock them. Still deciding.
I was for a sec. I think I will go with attack again.
Okay.
This is kind of a fast strike of take them out quickly.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's attacks all around.
Oh boy. Well,
Ooh,
PCs
we're
go
just
first, I
slugging it out.
think. If
Yep.
it's-
PCs go first.
Okay.
I think Baohu, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Cool. That is passion.
Yep.
Let's go. An 8.
And you get an extra technique, basic or mastered.
Because of favored. I think I'm gonna do. First off, I think I'm gonna strike him. So he marks 2 fatigue, a condition, or shifts his balance away from center.
Okay. I'll take a condition. Yeah, he'll take a condition.
And then, do I do? Yes. And then I'm gonna Earth Gauntlet. I'm gonna mark fatigue to make him inflict another condition.
So mark 1 fatigue, inflict 1 condition or 2 fatigue.
You said
And he
you're
just
doing a
marked
condition?
a condition, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I will also mark another condition.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I'll give it a roll. Do, do, do.
Yeah. So just like the crystal armor, crystal arms come out, and he like Superman punches him, and then like hits him with a jab.
Nice. 9. Oh, I can finally make Jolt work because I have prepared, and that adds
Yes.
+1 to a roll.
Yay.
Let's go.
All of this tinkering has been worth it.
Learned techniques becomes practiced.
Learn
Please.
techniques become practiced. I'll use one of the gears to stop myself from marking that fatigue. Actually, I'll use 2 of those gears to start marking that fatigue. I think, because I have one from just the roll. 1 fatigue from the actual move itself, and 1 fatigue from the fact that it's switching to practice.
Can you
That
put what the
learned?
move is on the chat log?
Yes.
What
Yes,
the
I
technique
can. 1
is?
moment. Biome info. Jolt. Here we go. There we are. So the gear is going towards the Mark 1 fatigue to target a person or object.
Mm-hmm.
And then second gear is likely going towards the
added cost for making it
exactly a
practiced.
Learned.
Is there an
It does say spend gears 1 for 1 instead of fatigue on technology techniques or basic techniques using technology training. I don't know if that means like within the body of the technique where you'd have to spend the fatigue to make it practiced, because that seems like the intent.
As much as I like the overpowered, let's just use it for everything. I would agree that that's probably
yeah.
the
So you can
intent.
spend 1 gear, but you can't spend the second.
Yeah. So it's 1 gear, 1 fatigue.
Okay. Either way, I'm at it using Joel.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you say stop resisting? Stop resisting.
No, I think I'm just like, I'm standing there, I am holding my ground, I am proving to you that I am going to stop them and pick a side, and so without any hesitation, I point the squirt gun at them and I pull the trigger, and it finally works! And there might be a subdued happy dance over it. Because I've tried that about 5 to 6 times.
Over the one guy's smoking body as he's knocked unconscious.
Well, there's a beneficial effect here because they're Honto soldiers. They are technology users. So they're stunned.
Ooh,
Mhm.
that's good.
So
Perfect.
yeah, stunned and shift their balance away from center, which does mean they get more powerful, but they're stunned, which is fine.
Do groups have can they do that?
Groups can change their balance. Yeah, it effectively
Okay.
it's a group, but it counts as one character we're fighting.
And that's kind of the
Got
whole
it.
point of the super soaker. It's conducting the electricity.
Yep.
Also,
all
gets
right.
real boring real fast if you have to individually beat up every guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Mm-hmm. There are no
Okay.
AoE. There are very few AoE attacks in this game.
Yeah,
We
so
saw.
the brute
Yep.
monster fixes that.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's AoE PCs
Mm-hmm.
or NPCs. All right, so
With
that's
mud.
Oh, can I be 7
Okay.
firebenders if Dama dies?
Is it my turn to attack?
7
Only-
firebenders. in a
only if
trench
they're
coat.
all in a trench coat. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like 7 firebenders, but like they're in a
Conjoined
club or something.
septuplets.
Well, not conjoined, but like they might as well be.
Some kind of Akira monster. that
Just like a
bends
rat
fire.
king of firebenders.
My turn to attack, I think. The other two you
Indeed.
already have. Okay. Let's see how this goes.
I should have checked. You are keeping engaged with the. Ooh, man.
Your roles in combat.
Are awful.
Poorly.
Plus
that,
3
that,
wouldn't
that
have mattered
voice
if
and
I
it
did
goes
that.
off in your head. Center yourself.
And so, of course, I'm going to shift
I
my
was
balance
telling you
away
not
from
to
center
hurt people.
to act anyways. I think, I'm going to... They're attacking, and here we go. I can pressure, which is for next combat, or I'm going to hit them. I'm just going to hit them some more. So they will either mark 2 fatigue, a condition, or shift their balance.
Well, they're stunned. Oh, right. I can't remember what stunned is.
Honto's shoulders. Stunned is still pretty bad. You can't respond for a few
Stunned is
seconds, but it won't matter.
Yeah,
That'll be
Straight
next.
up stick.
That's next round because it doesn't actually
Oh, yeah.
take effect until then.
All right, so they are going to take a condition because they need their fatigue.
No, it's fine. They don't.
I think they're about to do something with that fatigue.
Let's find out.
I guess
Yeah.
because they were shifted away from center, and it's now, or is it the beginning of the exchange?
The center shift takes effect now.
Okay.
That's
so
the weird
they-
part about this is that like the effect the statuses come in next round, but shifting center affects the current round.
So they get 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And for that, one of them reaches back, pulls out a launcher type contraption, and fires a net at Aeon.
Okay.
No, not a Quiwa.
I was just like, oh no, a ranged weapon, my weakness. My one
So you
weakness.
are
Someone
trapped.
who can hit me back at the same range I can hit them.
Yeah, even fighting field.
Yeah.
Even playing field is your one weakness.
Yeah.
What a great warrior you are.
Never ever engage in a fair fight.
No, that's what you
Um,
learn. That's basically my
that's-
family thing: was take full cover at all times and only fight from there.
I think that's rule number 1 of Art of War: is never fight fair.
Yeah.
And the other 3 of them, however, are not happy being pelted with arrows. So they turn and begin launching fireballs in the direction of Quiwa.
Mark 1 fatigue to infatigue, 2 fatigue, and a condition. I am. They are prepared, aren't they?
Indeed, they are.
I
An
have a
addition-
question.
Okay, 4 fatigue and 2 fatigue and 2 conditions. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My special thing says that I can take a 10 plus without rolling on any move to defend or protect them. Can I do that now or no?
Yes, but you're no longer engaged with the Fire Nation officer. You would have to.
Even though she's by me.
I think.
mean,
Basically, you'd have to
if I'm
break
able
away.
if I'm able to get a shot at them around your fight, then they're able to get a shot at me around your fight.
Can I spend a hold to take the hit for Quiwa?
I don't see why not. I mean, I guess you can do that. Sure.
Yes, I will take that hit.
I'm not going to say no to a 4 fatigue 2 conditions hit. Go ahead.
I have armor.
Oh, you do have
Okay,
armor. I don't have armor. That would have taken me out completely.
Yeah. And you know what? As part of that, if you take conditions, I take conditions. So I might as well
Oh,
just
yeah, you
take
might
it.
as well.
It's fair.
Okay, so I will spend one of my hold to just take that for you. What was it? How?
Four
Four
fatigue,
and
two
two conditions.
conditions.
Okay, so that is I will take 2 of my armor away for the 4 fatigue, and then 1 of my armor away for 1 of the conditions, and now I'm out of armor. So I will take 1 condition.
There you go.
And 1 and 2 fatigue.
Guess what, guys? I'm angry again.
Perfect. No, I look very surprised and I freeze up for a moment. Just in terms of like that was a lot of fire. I don't say that, but like that's what I'm thinking of, just that.
Mhm.
And I just look and nod at Baohu.
He's
Ow.
on fire.
Yeah,
He's angry. He's fine. That means he's fine if he's angry.
it seems to be normal state at this point. Or maybe I'm just good at getting that way. Yeah.
Okay, and that leaves the commander.
Oh,
The commander who's now unengaged, who can now do what he wants to do.
Well, I get. Was that me disengaging with the commander to just step in front of the blow?
No, but they are still engaged with you, and you
Yeah.
just took a massive hit.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna kill you.
Yeah. So drawing upon that flame that they started, it coalesces into a large blade in their hand as the commander comes at you with a fire blade. Mark 1
Okay.
fatigue to slice through a piece of your surroundings and destabilize your foe's footing, inflicting 2 fatigue and impaired on them. They're basically cutting the bridge out from underneath you.
Oh.
And like you're not going to fall down into the water, but you stumble back and fall to the ground.
So is that 2 conditions if I'm at no fatigue, or is it 1
Yep.
condition?
No, it's 1 for 1.
All right. That's scurry,
But
and
yeah,
then I'm a little guilty.
you're real close to being taken out of the fight.
Hmm.
One question. If the group was prepared. Okay, they don't have to spend prepared, just if they are prepared. Okay.
And then okay.
Brutal.
Oh no.
I'm checking with you, Jordan. Do you still want to fight this guy one-on-one?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bad choice. Okay.
You know what we haven't done that we should be doing? Those guards should be doing something.
I was wondering
Those
about
Wolfey
that.
guards should be doing something.
I thought they were standing back
They'll
and
just
watching us
stand
die.
there watching us.
Yeah, they're like, they got this. Oh, they don't got
Oh,
this.
no.
So,
Fight the soldiers. Fight the
so
soldiers.
I will say that they are attacking as well.
I think it makes sense they
I don't
attack
think they-
last.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can take, and it would make sense that they're attacking the soldiers, and if we can take anything out, your fight suddenly no longer becomes one-on-one.
Stay back.
Mhm.
I've got this.
No, I got him.
So I'll give you guys the option since they're your NPC. Do you want a basic attack or do you want them to use their technique?
What's their technique?
Yeah.
Focused fire.
Oh, focus fire on the
Oh.
soldiers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they aren't. Well, I guess the first round was obviously them preparing.
Yes.
That's one way to
Because they
put
did
it.
nothing.
They did nothing
The
the
first 2
round. Could
rounds.
they be
Actually, this is the
prepared?
3rd round. But
Okay,
that's up to
we-
Zen.
We can say they're somebody roll me 2d6. Flat 2d6.
I got it. A 3.
Okay. I don't think they're prepared.
Okay.
I think they're just bad at their jobs.
Not the cream of the crop here. They didn't send
Yeah.
the best. To
We
the
took
free
volunteers.
division.
We didn't take the best
Yeah.
people.
Quiwa calls back and says, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "Oh, right."
But they've got flames. Proper flame. That guy has a flaming sword.
I noticed.
All right, so they will mark 1 fatigue to inflict 2 fatigue and a condition, which actually is all that is needed to erase the soldiers from the battlefield. Oh, it's not. They're prepared. They're going to spend that and still have a condition left.
They're stunned. We can
But
deal.
now they're stunned. So
That's true. Now they're
we're-
stunned.
Mhm.
So my next question is, if I am here for moral and emotional support for Bao Hu, does that still count if I do that to give him positive statuses? Does that still count as
you
him doing
can
it
do
alone?
you can do things outside of the fight exchange that affect the fight, theoretically, like narrative things.
Okay.
Because right now, since those guys are out and it's been called as a one-on-one fight, we're just going to look at what's going on between the Fire Nation officer and Bao Hu. If you guys want to do something that will help that situation, you can, but you can't engage with the Fire Nation officer.
So we can help Bao Hu, but we can't attack the
fight.
Fire.
Yeah.
What is it specifically that you need this to be a one-on-one fight for?
To get mastery of my Earth Gauntlet.
And your main thing of defeating them is through direct conditions, right? Right now?
Yeah,
That's-
is he seems the lowest on conditions, right? Like one
That's
more
the red
maybe.
bar, yeah, one more condition. I don't know if it's at full or I think it's when you fill, isn't it? Normally. when you're
It's
out?
when you're out of conditions, though. So that particular officer will have 3 conditions that they can fill. Once they fill all 3, they're done.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was full and then another. Hence my question.
So I just need active statuses that'll help me not die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you can find ways to give status.
Are you currently floundering in the river, and is that a negative status?
I'm currently impaired right now, so I need at least 1 fatigue to even get rid of that.
Okay.
Or can they do something to make me unimpaired?
Yeah.
mean, there are
That would help.
things. Bolster or hinder is just add or remove a status.
Yeah.
The impaired
It's
was
it's
from the
usually about adding one, but it's not always.
The impaired was from the flame blade, and you have a super soaker. You can unflame him.
Yeah, you could
Could
take
just
away his
turn-
prepared.
You could just turn off the taser and not. Well, you could do that. You could take away the prepared from the officer, or you
But
could
they
put the
pointed
flames
to
out
Bao.
on Bao Hu.
Yeah, I like that idea. I'm just trying to find a little more information on trapped.
They must mark a combination of 3 fatigue or conditions to escape.
Yes, but is there any other way to escape, or is it just a matter
Yes,
of that?
there
wait?
is, because the
I'm trying
entangled
to-
move says you're trapped for 2 full exchanges. So you can also
Yeah.
skip this one and the next one and be out by yourself. That is the other option.
You'd also just if you're not intending to do anything rest for the fight, if you're not intending to interfere in the duel, then it wouldn't matter because you are outside of the fight.
Fictionally, I very much want to interfere with the duel.
Oh.
I want to help. Come on, I need to prove myself.
You need to prove that you're on our side.
Oh, that's lovely.
Now,
Listening
trap
to what
doesn't
Bao Hu
necessarily
said-
mean trap doesn't mean stunned, right?
Yeah, that's
it just
true.
means that you can't move.
Can I use a super soaker from here to get Bao Hu?
Yeah.
And put out the fire.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
You
And
just pump
is
it up
that
a couple more
actually a
times.
move, or is that just a thing?
So rely
think
on your
it's-
skills and training. If you're doing it outside of the combat thing, yeah, or just push your luck if you're just I'm gonna spray everywhere and hope it hits something.
Or if you're staying in the combat, it would be bolster/hinder.
Yep.
Yeah, if we can stay in the combat, might as well, because the thing I'm technically still engaged. They're just stunned, so let's do bolster/hinder.
That's right. I removed them and I shouldn't have because they did have one left. Anyway, I know they have one left. It's fine.
They have one left. They're stunned. It's fine.
My question
if you gotta-
is...
Just point of order on time.
Oh, yeah.
Just like
We
last
that is a
game,
thing.
definitely past
We
time.
have run way over.
Let's have this one be the last one, no matter what, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That works.
My question is, narratively, has Bao Hu said that he wants to fight this guy one-on-one? Or is it just...
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to try and guide and comfort Bao Hu. I don't know if this counts as a guide and comfort, but I'm going to say, Bao Hu, show him what it means to face down a champion of duo fey. I don't know if this would be inspiring you in combat, or if this would just be guide and comforting you, or what,
Um,
or if it's
it
not
could be gut.
anything.
It would work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or calling you out,
Like-
maybe. And
I like guide and comfort because it says I can clear condition or 2 fatigue.
okay, if you're good with it, Zen.
Yeah, I mean the rules are able to be implemented like that, definitely.
Excellent. Now for the other side of that double-edged sword. Because I am angry and that uses harmony. Oh, I don't have a pen and guide and support. Push luck die. Okay, yeah, comfort or support. Oh, it's misread. Cool. I'm at -3 to this. Let's do it. Yes.
4.
That also was actually a 2. It didn't take into account the other -2 for my condition.
Yeah, sorry, 2.
It doesn't say anything on a miss though. It's just it doesn't happen.
That means
Yeah,
Zen
it's
gets
just-
to say what happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I think.
Get angry at the little princess telling you what to do.
I'm already angry.
No, I think. Hmm. Trying to figure out because the badness should fall back on Quiwa, right? Not the target of the move, but the person that made the move.
Mhm.
Mm. But there's no one else really in combat to.
Doesn't necessarily have
This
to be
wasn't in
combat.
combat anyways.
No, but there is. The spy and the guards makes themselves known.
Oh.
Oh,
Is this an
no.
assassination attempt?
Yeah, you're gonna take 2 fatigue from like jumping back from the knife swipe of one of the one of the duo fey guards as they try to take out the princess.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, is that the button? Is that the button on the episode? The
That
princess
might be,
back
yeah.
on
That
guard?
needs- yeah.
I think if we look back, if this was a TV show episode, that person would be like the main face
they have a
of
red-
the regular guards of
I
like,
think they're there, but they have a red bandana the whole time. We never clocked it.
yeah, we're just like, yep, it's fine.
He's got a red undershirt.
Yeah, something
mean-
like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like obvious red clothing peeking out from the guard uniform that none of the rest of them have.
I
That's
mean,
even
Aeon
better.
has been the entire time wearing both red and green, but he's also red-green colorblind, so
Yep.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
Yep. Okay. Well, let's end the session with that, I think.
Let's do some questions real fast.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, so growth questions. Did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world?
life is tough. Decisions are hard.
Some of us did, I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with yes. I can't take a punch.
Yeah, I think I did too, which
Yeah.
is like, yes, you're gonna be angry. Stay angry and deal with it.
Mhm. That Aeon was very seriously considering just being a spy for the Fire Nation.
Okay.
Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
Not.
Yeah, we're in the middle of it.
We're not done it. We haven't done it yet, though.
Yeah, you haven't done it.
Arguably, I made it worse.
Did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at your center?
Wait,
Yeah.
did I actually get a yes for once? Yes!
Actually,
Hey-
no. This is my balance isn't at center. Damn. Never mind.
No,
Mine's
mine
not
definitely
either.
isn't, but I don't know if when I guided Aeon, was that towards center or not?
I never moved away from center.
What about my talk with Sato?
Was that a yes?
Does that not
then?
count?
You would have been moving him away from center.
Okay.
'Cause he was at
I
0.
get just the one.
I'd tend to say yes for Quiwa.
Yeah, because if the last time your balance shifted
Even
was
if it
when I
wasn't
shifted it,
balance-
and if you're at center now, then that means I moved it towards center.
Even if it wasn't that balance, and I'm not sure it was fictionally, yeah.
Okay,
And then we have our
Okay.
and then I have our own
And
personal
your playbook
questions.
questions.
um
Mine is, did I spend meaningful time with someone focused on their concerns and troubles? I tried to, and then I just started yelling at them. So I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
no.
I mean, you did spend meaningful
was
times talking about their
meaningful.
I would
troubles.
still go
Their
to the
trouble
end.
is that they're wrong and they should feel bad.
Yeah, it's fair. I'll take the point.
Yep.
Yeah, I would take it. Did I improve the lives of the community of average citizens or help an ordinary person with their problems? No.
Not yet.
Actually, yeah, I was going to say your master, your teacher, wanted a favor from you, and you said yes, but you haven't done it yet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did I learn something meaningful or important about my lineage, its members, or its effects on the world and others? I don't think so.
No.
I mean, we sort of glossed over it, but there was. I mean, you're learning a bit about Min.
I am, but I don't think it's something meaningful or important enough that I didn't already suspect in a way that I would count it as XP.
And then mine is: did you pursue a desire or goal of your own outside of protecting others? One-on-one combat.
You're currently in the
Doing it.
middle of trying to beat the shit out of someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
All right.
for your own benefit. Yeah.
Okay.
You're not necessarily winning.
Now, do I level up in the middle of this fight?
I love level
Cool.
ups in the middle of
Me too.
fights. Me too.
I need to do work on how to not die.
Oh, I'm well away from leveling up.
Are you at 0 fatigue and 4 conditions?
Yes.
And insisting on a one-on-one fight? Beautiful.
Yes.
Well, if we do, I don't think we've actually gone through this action, which is fine.
Oh, this is
but
perfect.
We do need to kill a character for a complete review. So
Okay. I know what I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick. No, I'm going to reveal it next session, but I know what I'm going to do. I'll whisper it to Zen.
Fair enough.
I have to look.
just for the purposes of not starting mid-combat round, you probably aren't impaired anymore.
Oh, is that what you're getting rid of?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That helps a lot,
So I
actually.
don't know if we need to roll that or it's weird because Quiwas was first out of combat and we're trying to get this done.
It's going to. Oh.
Shall we just do this
I'll
next
keep it
round or?
I know who the spy is.
That's
Um,
thunderous.
Give you a hint. They were laughing a little maniacally when they shot their dagger towards your throat.
Lovely.
Oh, beautiful. Now I want to recruit it even
yeah,
more.
do you want to do your evade and observe thing to like get me out of that?
So if we do the evade and observe thing, we probably need to be doing, whatever else they have set in the entire round. So I think just start at the beginning of the round and I'll do the evade and reserve properly next
Okay.
round.
Oh yeah, because that goes at the end, right? Evade and observe.
Mm.
Okay,
Sorry.
it's okay.
And with the new information of we suddenly have
A spy.
no, that would still have been picked before the spy showed up. We'll figure it out. Rules of combat.
But yeah,
Okay.
so we're not back next week.
week after, I believe.
Yeah, we'll be back when we're back. It's the holidays. Who knows?
Who knows? Cool. All right.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We actually we didn't do a lot narratively, but we did do a lot.
Yep. We did. Okay. Yep. Back in 2 weeks. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Farewell.